If Daniel had known the night would lead him back to the woman he once loved, the woman who'd walked away without explanation, he would have taken any other route home. But life, as it always did, had plans that ignored the walls he built around his heart. Snow dusted Lily's eyelashes as she hopped beside him, her excitement bubbling over. Christmas Eve was her favorite night: cookies, stories, lights, and the hope that Santa would find their small, warm apartment. Daniel lived for her excitement. It made every sacrifice worth it. Working double shifts, skipping meals, stretching a paycheck until it thinned like paper, none of it mattered as long as he could give her joy. Inside the grocery store, he pushed the cart with one hand while carrying Lily in the other. He was exhausted, but he hid it behind a smile. Co-parenting wasn't part of his reality, he had full custody. And the truth was, he never expected to see Emma again. She had left swiftly, silently, almost impossibly. One day she was there, gentle, laughing, smelling of vanilla and warm laundry. The next day, she was gone, leaving behind only a letter and a hollow ache inside his chest. He tried not to think about her. Not on Christmas Eve. Not ever, but fate slipped into small cracks. Daniel reached for the last box of hot cocoa mix on the shelf, the one he always bought for Lily, when another hand reached for it at the exact same moment. He looked up, ready to apologize, until the world stopped. Emma, her face, pale and shocked. Her eyes widening. Her lips parting as though she needed to breathe him in after years of suffocating. The store aisles blurred around them until it felt like only two souls stood there, unfinished and trembling. Daniel, she whispered, voice breaking. His grip tightened on the cart handle. Emma. Lily wiggled to get a better look at the stranger blocking their cocoa. She stared at Emma for a long moment, those kind blue eyes, that trembling smile, that strange, familiar softness in her face. And then Lily spoke the two words that would unravel the life Daniel had built. Mama, back? Emma's hand flew to her mouth. Tears filled her eyes instantly. Daniel's heart slammed painfully in his chest. Lily had never called anyone mama before. She had only seen photos, old ones he'd hesitated to keep but couldn't bring himself to burn. She had asked questions, of course. Why wasn't Mama here? Would Mama come someday? Daniel had never answered fully, he couldn't. But children had a strange and gentle way of understanding the shape of an absence, and here she was. A ghost made real. Daniel felt panic rise, memories clawing at him, love he thought he had buried, pain he thought he had learned to live with. Lily didn't know the story. She didn't know the nights Daniel cried silently when he thought she was asleep, or the days he could barely function through the heaviness Emma had left behind. Emma bent down slowly, tears dripping onto the tile floor. Lily, you've grown so much. Daniel stepped forward, protective. Don't, but Emma didn't touch her. She only looked. With regret. With longing. With something else Daniel couldn't bear to identify. I didn't expect, Emma choked. I never thought you'd still be here. He almost laughed. Where else would I be? For a moment, neither moved. Neither breathed. And the aisle felt like a frozen place suspended between past and future. The intercom crackled a holiday announcement. Breaking the spell, Emma stood, wiping her tears. Daniel, can we talk? Please. His jaw clenched. He didn't want to talk. He didn't want to feel anything. But Lily looked up at him, her innocent face caught between curiosity and hope, and for her, for the little girl who deserved the truth, not ghosts and silence, he nodded. They walked out into the snow together. Chapter 2. If the grocery aisle had shaken Daniel's heart, the truth Emma was about to reveal would fracture it in ways he never imagined. But sometimes the hardest truths are the ones that can finally heal what was broken. Outside, the parking lot lights glowed through the falling snow. Daniel bundled Lily into the car, but before closing the door, she looked at Emma again, her tiny voice soft. You come with us? Emma swallowed hard, shaking her head. Sweetheart. I can't just yet. Daniel slammed the door, not out of anger toward Lily, but to hold himself together. They stood beside his car, breaths visible in the cold air. Say what you need to say, he told her. Emma wrung her hands, trembling. Daniel. I didn't leave because I wanted to. I left because I was sick. His eyes narrowed. Sick? She nodded, tears spilling. I was diagnosed with a rare heart condition, something genetic, something dangerous. The doctors didn't know if I'd survive treatment. I didn't want to drag you and our baby into that pain. I thought I was protecting you both by disappearing. I wrote you the truth in a letter, but I couldn't send it. I was a coward. Daniel staggered back, breath catching. His chest tightened painfully, she continued, voice breaking. I spent years fighting to stay alive. Surgeries. Therapy. Alone. Her voice cracked. All the while wanting nothing more than to come home. Daniel's hands curled into fists. You left me to raise our daughter alone. Do you know what that did to us? I know, she whispered. And I'm so sorry. More sorry than I can ever explain. The snow fell harder, as if trying to soften the truth landing between them. Lily knocked on the window from inside the car, foggy glass blurring her face into a small, worried shape. Emma turned toward her reflexively, love shining achingly in her eyes. She's so beautiful, Daniel. You did such a good job. His throat tightened. I didn't have a choice. They stood in silence, both shivering, but not from the cold. Finally, Daniel exhaled shakily. What do you want? Emma swallowed. A chance. Not to replace what she knows. Not to take anything from you. Just to slowly be part of her life. To explain. To show her I love her. Even if it's one small step at a time. Daniel looked at her, really looked. The woman he loved was there. But so was the woman who had left him shattered. Could he open that door again? Before he could answer, the car door popped open. Lily climbed out, tiny boots crunching in the snow, and went straight to Emma, resting her small hand against Emma's knee. You cold? Lily said softly. Come inside. Emma knelt, crying openly now. Oh, sweetheart. I don't want to make trouble. Lily shook her head. No trouble. Daddy fixes everything. Daniel felt his heart crack wide open. Emma met his eyes, raw, hopeful, terrified, and for the first time in years, Daniel didn't feel anger. He felt possibility. He opened the passenger door. Get in. At least for tonight. Emma nodded, wiping her tears. Thank you. As they drove through snowy streets, Christmas lights glowing in every window, something fragile but real formed between them. A beginning, not of old love reborn overnight, not of instant forgiveness, but of a journey toward healing, for all three of them. And that night, in the quiet of their small apartment, Lily curled between them on the couch, whispering the two words again, not as a question this time, but as a promise, family, again. Daniel took Emma's trembling hand. Not fully reunited. Not healed. But willing to try. Christmas Eve had given them something more powerful than answers. It had given them hope.